Hello guys, let's look at how to design a logo. I'll pick up a sphere and click and draw like this, holding down my Alt and Shift. Then I want to make a copy of this sphere, so I'll just select it and go to edit, copy, edit, paste in front. Then I'll scale it down. Okay, so I'll select it and move it until it touches this other one, so that I have this kind of curve shape right here. So what I'm going to do is to select both of them and merge it together, so you can see the kind of shape I have now. Alright, so the next thing to do is to rotate this way. Okay, then the next thing we are going to do is to draw another sphere inside of this. Let's pick up a sphere. Then we click and drag somewhere here until it touches that point right there. So once it's touching the point, we let go. Then we need to come over here and draw a shape from here like this to this place, a different shape that will cover this. Now I can make things a little bit easier for myself by selecting this, then I hold down the Alt key and make a copy of this shape. So what I will do is to draw a sphere. You know what, let's select both of them. Select both of them and make a copy of it somewhere here. Then let's pick up another sphere and draw here from the center. So you can hold down your Alt Shift and spacebar to reposition this. I want this to come from here like this. So I'm holding down the spacebar, the Alt key and the Shift key. My 3 fingers are on this keyboard. So once I get that position where I want it to be, I will let go. Alright, okay. I think the best thing for us to do, because I'm looking at getting out this shape out now, what I would do to do this is to let's delete this. Select this shape and come over to your eraser tool. Increase the size of the eraser considerably. So we want the size of this eraser to be the same size with this. Alright, so we come over here, then we erase that. So this is the shape we are looking for, so just put that shape inside of this place like so. So we bring it close, we'll try to arrange it inside. Now we want this one to be in front, so we are going to bring out our layer. So we come over to where we have layers. Where are you? I can't find my layers. Okay, let's just go to Windows and check if we've turned it off. Okay, it's turned on. Okay, there it is. So layers, we are going to bring this one all the way to front, and this is going to lie behind, and we also want the space in between right there. Okay, so let's adjust this by moving it towards this area. Alright, you know what, let's fill this with color. We'll fill it with red for now, then we fill this one with let's say green, just to show you how this is going to turn out to be. So let's fill this with this color. So you can see the interceptions, and we are having this intercepting, and we want to move this sphere inside like this, okay, so that we have a little bit of depth. So let's now do the texturing part, which is the filling. So we are going to just make this no line. We don't want line color. Then we are going to make this one no line as well. Then we select this other one and make it no line. Oops. So no line. Alright, so now the next thing for us to do is to select this, then we give it a gradient fill. Okay, so I want to use right here. Now we are going to change this color, play around with some of these colors. Let's do the same thing here. Then we give it radial. Then we come over here and do the same thing, radial. So you can see the kind of shape we are having. Now we need to bring this one to front. This shape should be in front. So we select it and drag it up. Oops. This one. Alright, so let's select this and get rid of some of these ones. This other place we want it to be black. Then we want to get rid of this yellow for now. We extend the black, increase the fall off. We don't want red, let's go with blue. Okay, so for this one we want this to be shade of, let's get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Then we come over here and choose not totally black though, we want shade of white, shade of white and black. Alright, so this other one here, get rid of this. Then we want this place to be bluish color. Instead of the red, we want to have, let's see, let's just pick something that look nice. Cyan. Let's make it darker a little bit. Okay, good. So you can see we have this and this, then we have this. Now we also having some white here, which is this shape. I want to give this place a kind of texture as well. So what I will do is to make copy of this towards this area. Then increase the size a little bit. Okay, then I will give it a white feel. You know what, let's just flip the white color so that that place will be empty, and we'll make it, instead of white, make it black. Let's flip it. We are having black. We don't want any fill because I want to get that shape there. So I'll hold down the Alt key to make a copy of it. Alright, good. So I'm having two shapes now. If I select this, I can shift select the other one. so I can take advantage of this layer. Okay, I think I have only one shape there. Let me redo. Okay, good. Let's make, so this is the second shape. We just want to position it right there. You can see we have two shapes now. So let me undo. I want to call this cut, so that will identify it by the name. So I'll call this other one cut 1. That's the advantage of layer in Illustrator. It makes things easier. Okay, good. So I will select both of them and do my minus front. So that will create this shape right here for me. This small shape. So if I zoom in, you can see I have a shape there. Then I want to swap this shape with black fill so that you can see the shape. Then there are some parts that is still open, so I'm going to select it. This bounding box is getting in my way, so we can temporarily disable it by clicking on hide bounding box. Then we use our direct selection tool and adjust this. We can go to our view and go to the outline mode so that we see the outline of this shape. You understand? It will make things easier a little bit. So we can really use the outline to do some of these adjustments here. Alright, so you can see I'm adjusting these lines. And when you are done, just go back to preview mode to check the result. So I still have to adjust this, bring it down to close that up. Then I'm using my space bar with left mouse button to adjust this. So I'll just pull this up also and adjust this anchor point. Okay, so we adjust this one. I think we need some small adjustment here. Oops. Okay, so just take your time and make sure you get it well. Okay, you can see the three combination I have now. Then the next thing I want to do is to give this a gradient fill. Then I want to come over to this place and make it right here. Then I want to play with these colors a little bit. We don't want something that is completely black. Alright, so that's how I want that to look right there. So I think there is still some small opening somewhere here, so I'll just select this, oops, and adjust it a little bit. Okay, nice. So the next thing for us to do is we are getting the shape the way we want it. Let's change this color. Maybe we'll make it something brighter. Okay, I think that one is better. Then let's select this and make this place cyan. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, good. You can see the three combination now. Let's add some shadows and highlights to it. So we can start to select this, and we go over to our appearance panel. Let's bring that out. We go to FX, style, then we add a drop shadow. We can turn on preview so that you can see how the drop shadow is affecting this, but we are not seeing any drop shadow. In fact, let's cancel this. Okay, the reason for that is because this is way too behind. So I want to bring this front a little bit. Let's drag it forward, but I want it to be before this one. Good. So just select it and go to your stylized drop shadow, and let's change the offset a little bit. Turn on preview. Okay, you can see it now. We can adjust the preview. Okay, so with drop shadow we are going to start having a little bit of depth inside of this. We don't want the opacity to be too much, so we want to reduce the opacity considerably. Okay, you can see it's beginning to have some depth. So I also want to select this shape and apply drop shadow to it. Then let's come over to FX, drop shadow, from stylized drop shadow. So turn on preview so that you see the result. Then we want to start changing the offset. Oops, that's way on the other side. Okay, let's adjust it a little bit here. Alright, I think that is good. We'll reduce the opacity. It's just a little bit of drop shadow. So you can see I'm beginning to have some depth around this image, and let's add another one here, drop shadow. Let's turn on preview. Good. So we change the offset of this one. Okay, before I do this, I want to make copy of this. Then I'll select it and make a copy of it. And for this copy here, what I'm going to do is to use my eraser and get rid of some part of it. Okay, so I'm only left with these small pieces. So I'm going to select it and add the drop shadow on the small pieces. Okay, you can see the kind of depth that is giving me now. So what I need to do is to offset this drop shadow kind of. Okay, so I can still adjust some things here by using my direct selection tool, but first of all I want to remove this node here so that we have that curve. I also want to remove the node here and the one here as well, so that will allow us to have this curve coming out from that place. So you can see with some depth of drop shadows we've been able to form something that look like this. So let's come over to this sphere and draw another shape around it. Now what I'm going to do is to make copy of this, or to drag it, make copy of it, then offset the copy. Alright, so you can see what I have. So when you are combining shadows, it's going to generate some depth for you, and you'll be amazed with what you can accomplish with it. The essence of this tutorial is not to make a particular logo for you, but it's to show you the powerful feature of using Adobe Illustrator styles with your gradient field to actually get something out of nothing. At the end of the day, you will feel excited that you've done something that look unique. Okay, so let me show you one other thing before I go. I'm going to select this and make a copy of it holding down the Alt key. You can see that now. Then one last thing I want to show you is that you can make a copy of this one towards this side. The depth is getting too much, but what we can do is to select it, come over to our drop shadow, so we change it, we come over to the transparency and reduce the transparency to 60%. Then we can change the blending mode, the way this shape is going to blend with the rest. So we can toggle among this blend until we see something that we like. So screen is actually going to brighten it, so which is something that is not bad, because we need a little bit of brightness inside of this place. Alright, so these are the things I want to show you today, guys, and I believe you've learned something from this simple technique, combining gradient, drop shadows, and some appearance, stylize, and the rest of them to create something that is unique. Okay, I created some other ones when I was playing around, so this is an example of one that I created. So you can do some other things on your own. Then whatever you come up with, just post it back to me and let me see what you've been able to do on your own. We'll see you later. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you've not. We make tutorials every 48 hours to show you some tricks and some basic training on some applications like Illustrator, Photoshop, After Effects, Cinema 4D, Maya. So just subscribe. There is a lot of exciting tutorials that will be coming your way in all these applications. Also, don't forget to visit our website www.ellybell.com. There's a lot of things going there. We also update you on some vital information on ICT generally, and we make lots and lots of tutorials on several applications. Okay, so I believe you've learned something today. I will see you later. Bye.